Nancy, it's me. Lenny. Lou Jack.
What are you doing here?
Well, I
thought I told you to stay away from us.
Nancy, I know I'm not your favorite person right now, but I'm here for Beth. Her bandages come off today, and I promised her that I would be here. I can't let her down.
She asked Lenny to be here, not you.
I'm still Lenny to her.
Lenny is a lie. And the cruelest kind of hoax, because we all cared for him so much. You took advantage of people less fortunate than you, Lou Jack.
Nancy, I
thought I was extending a hand to someone who needed it. A speechless person. And all the time you were just waiting to frame my brother
Nancy,
for a crime.
Please listen. I came here to find Andy because he knows who framed me. Andy has all the answers.
You don't know that.
We both know it. Whether you're ready to admit that or not, Andy was in on that explosion that blinded Beth. Now, he took her away from me. And I need him to help me get her back.
I don't believe it. If you loved Beth so much, you would have been honest with her.
Oh, Nancy, I tried. Believe me, I tried. I talked to her, but she wouldn't listen. Lenny was the only way that I could be near her.
How near are you, Lou Jack? Lenny's not even real.
Oh, yes, he is. There are some ways that Lenny's a lot more real than I am. He's real because Lenny kept me alive with Beth. I was raised on the streets, so I learned street rules. I didn't trust nobody, you know. I always took whatever I wanted. I always kept my guard up.
You sound like a terrific guy.
But the point is that Beth helped me change all that. Seeing the world through her eyes, I learned that there was a difference between just acting proud and having self-respect.
Too bad she couldn't teach you respect for others.
But even Beth couldn't teach me to be patient. She couldn't keep me from acting first and thinking later. But Lenny, you see, now Lenny, he learned those lessons.
Oh, so glad we could be of service.
Okay, Nancy, look. When I first came here as Lenny, it was to track down Andy. You're right. But when Beth came in and she opened up to Lenny, everything changed. I wanted to be near her so much. That's why I had to keep on playing Lenny.
Had to?
Sure. Lenny had to keep his temper. He had to keep his mouth shut. He couldn't get by with some words and his fists. He had to use music and a little touching.
Lou Jack, what are you saying?
I'm saying that Lenny taught me how to give by listening and by being there when somebody needs you.
Well, you've certainly been there for Beth.
Nancy, I've always loved Beth. And I've always ruined it. But Lenny, he knows how to love her in a way I never did.
Lou
That's
Jack.
why he's got to be there for her when those bandages come off.
Lou Jack.
No, forget Lou Jack. You've got to let me be Lenny for her. One last time.
I understand how you feel, Lou Jack, but you still lied to us. My students trusted Lenny, and you took advantage of their handicap to fool them.
Not on purpose. I came here to find Andy. Now, if he told the truth, I never would have came here pretending to be Lenny in the first place.
Why are you so sure that Andy's the one who's behind all
I'm
this?
not saying that he's the only one, but he's the one that can clear my name. Maybe that doesn't mean a whole lot to you, but in this world, your reputation's all you got.
Oh, so I'm supposed to trade my brother's reputation for yours?
Nancy, I'm sorry. I like you, I really do. But I'm never going to be able to be sure about Beth until that I prove that I'm innocent. Now, I'm going to have to find Andy one way or the other, but I could use your help.
Forget it. I want you to leave.
I can't leave. Nancy, think about it, please. You realize that getting everything out in the open is just as important for Andy as it is for me.
Oh, by getting him sent to jail?
We don't know that for sure. All right, Andy's in trouble. Yes, he is. But he's going to be in a lot more trouble if you don't love him enough to face the truth. You've got to give him the same kind of help that you give your students, Nancy.
Lou Jack, my students aren't in trouble with the law. They're handicapped.
Well, Andy's handicapped, too. His views, his values are all warped and twisted. Now, the difference is, Nancy, that you know that you can fight your handicap if you're willing to face the truth.
Well, what can I do?
You know, I learned a lot of things from you people. I learned that every person can fight their handicap and beat it and live a normal life if they're willing to face the truth. Now, Andy, the only way that he's going to be able to lead a normal life is that if you help him beat his handicap.
How can I do that?
You start by letting me face him.
I don't know, Lou Jack.
Nancy, I know that this is asking a lot. But you got the courage to do what you got to do. And you know that it's the only way. Come on, Nancy. Please, take a chance and help us all out.
All right, you can stay as Lenny, for Beth's sake.
Great. Well, what about Andy?
For years, he's been my eyes, leading me out of trouble. Now it's my turn to guide him. All right, I'll help. Hello. I'd like to leave a message for Andy Ferris. Tell him his sister needs to see him as soon as possible. At the school. He'll know. Thank you.
Nancy. Thank you.
It was the right thing to do. But I'm counting on you, Lou Jack, to be as fair and as forgiving as Lenny would be.
You got it. If Andy's willing to change his ways, I'll bend over backwards to make sure he gets every break he can.
Thank you. Oh, I'll be out front waiting for Dr. Champion. Are you going to wait here?
Sure, why not? Oh, Dr. Champion, he doesn't know about my cover.
Well, as soon as he gets here, I'll pull him aside and tell him all about Lenny.
Thank you.
Here, come on. Lenny, this is my mama.
Oh, you're very lucky, honey. And it's just like I thought it'd be.